So, welcome to Brainbox Challenge, the programme that will help you remember where you left the remote control. Not that we want you to use it for the next half hour, as our competitors battle it out in games of language, logic, memory and maths. Our reigning Brainbox champion is Philip Morris, a professional speedway rider, and he'll have to be firing on all cylinders to hold on to his title here.
And these are the challengers who'll compete against our champion in today's 5 brain games. The winner at the end of the show will get the chance to play the bonus game and will return tomorrow to defend their title with the hope of climbing closer to the £10,000 jackpot.
All right, well, let's look how much money you've got in your brain bank. There we go. That's the ladder stretching up, and you've got £500 at the moment. And for this round, £500 is secure. We're not so cruel as to take your money away now, so that may encourage you to go on. But certainly you can bear in mind who your challenger would be, so let's find out who that is. There you have it. That's Mark Scales. He's 31 and a house husband. So that doesn't reveal a great deal about him, I suppose. But are you going to take the challenge or take the cheque?
Yeah, I'll take the challenge.
You'll take the challenge. You've got nothing to lose. So bring on Mark Scales.
House husband Mark scored highly in each section of our test, a contributory factor being his many hobbies, including acting, amateur filmmaking and playing the piano. All the training Mark needed to excel at our memory test.
All right, so you're strength in everything, so that's encouraging.
Apparently so.
Yes, well, we'll find out, won't we? But amateur film, or not amateur film, but filmmaking, what do you do? How do you make them?
It's just friends and family. We make spoofs of well-known Hollywood films, so like Star Wars or Indiana Jones.
I'm not sure that helped you with your skills of this game. I'm not sure how that does help. It's interesting in its own right, but let's see how you get on. We're going to find out now which brain game you're going to face. Well, this is Third Dimension, which is a spatial game. You're both going to see a 3D shape appear on the screen, and what you have to do is to buzz in when you can tell me how many faces the shape has. In this example, it's a pentagon column, so it's got 5 long sides and another face at top and bottom. So the answer there would be 7. The shapes will gradually become more difficult to decipher, and they'll rotate and twist. Maybe it's to catch you out, maybe it's to show all the sides that there are. I hope you understand. In that case, let's play Third Dimension. Who's buzzed there? It's Philip.
5.
5 faces is correct. You get the point. There we go. We see the 5 faces. And we go on to the next one. And Mark's in this time.
8.
8 faces, indeed. There it is. Shows you the 8. OK, next one. Right, that's Philip this time.
12.
12 faces. Jolly fast. Yep. OK, next shape. Yes, Mark.
14.
14 faces is absolutely right. OK, next shape. Mark.
12.
12 faces is correct. Well done. Brilliantly played. OK. Let's move on to the next one. OK, Mark.
15.
15 is not right. We go over to Philip.
11.
11 is correct. OK, next one. Mark.
12.
Is correct. So, well done. Quite often you might get one person who's just completely hopeless at that game and someone who's quite good. In this case, you're both brilliant at it. Philip, you got 3 points, but Mark, you won with getting 4 in that round. And Philip, I think you've proved that speedway drivers can be good at mental agility and ability. What are you going to go home with? You're going to go home with £500, and you had a cash bonus as well, which you made on the end game, which was £250. You don't have to be a mathematical genius to add those two together, so you go away with £750. So thank you very much for taking part.
Thank you.
Goodbye and well done.
Thank you. Well done.
So maybe that was a good game for you to start with.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I wasn't looking forward to, actually.
There's a couple he had there that he just knew instantly, and then you could match him.
Yeah.
So let's look at your brain bank, £100, and you're going to come to a decision. You can either take the money or take the challenge, but let's see who your challenger would be if you were going to go on. She's Sally Edward, 37, and she's a full-time mum. You've described yourself as a house husband, so you've got a sort of similarity of time spent during the day. Are you going to take the cheque or take the challenge?
I think it's a little bit too early to leave, so I'll take the challenge.
Jolly good. Let's meet Sally Edward.
Sally used to work in IT, but she didn't score well on our numerical test. She has a music degree and she's a keen trombone player. She's even played at Glastonbury. Her memory proved to be her strongest skill.
Welcome, Sally. Can I ask you about the trombone playing, first of all? You played at Glastonbury. One wouldn't necessarily associate the trombone with Glastonbury.
I wasn't on my own. I was with a psychedelic funk band, so that kind of fitted in a bit better.
Well, you're at home being a mum and you're at home being a dad, so some people suggest that allows people more time to do puzzles and quizzes and things. But
they don't have kids.
Yes.
Exactly.
I know what you mean. OK, well, let's find out which brain battle you'll be facing. This is the game called Word Matrix, a language game. In this game, you'll each be given your own word matrix. Each matrix contains its own core letters. Here's an example, CER. And once the matrix begins, other groups of letters fly past on the screen. And if the letters O, F, F, I fly past, you could put that at the beginning of the core letters to make officer. Or if you saw A, M, I, C, well, that would go at the end to make ceramic. There are 7 possible words hidden in the letters which fly past. And you'll get 1 point for each one. Simply shout out the word when you identify it. However, you call out any incorrect words, this could count against you in the event of a draw. Now, by the rules the way we play here, the challenger has to go first. So, Sally, your core letters are C-A-L. Let the matrix begin.
Rascal. Clinical. Calling. Stoical.
Well, now, you definitely got 4 there. Rascal, clinical, calling, and stoical. You missed out on callow, calves, and calmed. But 4 is a pretty good score. It gives a target for Mark. Here we go, Mark. Here are your core letters. And let the matrix begin.
Juniper. Perusal. Permit. Caliper. Sweeper. Perdin.
OK, you didn't find perkia or period. You did find juniper, perusal, permit, caliper and sweeper. And you had Perdin or something that I think you invented, or maybe you're just a very keen Scrabble player and you find some extra words. But the effect of that is you can probably follow Sally, although 4 was a good number. It's not quite as good a number as 5, so you were pipped by Mark. So you didn't make any money, so you leave with nothing from us. Thank you for taking part, and goodbye, Sally.
Good luck.
OK, let's see what it looks like on the money ladder. And there it is in the brain bank. The money ladder's got you up as far as £250. So you get to the decision point again. You've got to decide whether you're going to take that money or take another challenge. Before you take that decision, you can find out who your challenger is going to be. See if that affects what you decide. There she is. She's Linda Hickson, 39 and a lecturer. Well, the word lecturer obviously makes you think, you know, higher education, very clever. But, on the other hand, you've won a couple of times, so you can either take the cheque or take the challenge.
I'll take the challenge, I think. Thank you.
I'll take the challenge. I can see you're a battler, so let's bring on Linda Hickson.
As a lecturer in accountancy, Linda scored full marks in the numerical test. 6 years in the Air Force has given her strong language skills, and 20 years playing top-level rugby means Linda competes to win.
Right, so quite an array of talents. So obviously you're good at numbers because of your accountancy. But most intriguing of all, you played rugby, which I don't... How many women play rugby?
When I first started, I think there were about 10 teams in England.
Yes.
But it's very popular now, and there's the same structure as the men's game with the Premiership.
All right, well, it's a highly competitive game here, but not as brutal and physical as all that, is it, Mark?
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm tempted to tackle him first.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, let's find out which brain battle you'll be facing. OK, this is Fading Figures. It's a numerical game, so maybe just the thing for an accountant. A set of simple sums will appear on the screen like this. Simple enough to do, but you have a look at them and then they all disappear one by one from left to right until the screen is empty. Once the last sum has disappeared, you have to buzz in with the answers to all the sums in the order that they disappeared. Correct answers in our example there in order were 19, 11 and 8. So let's see how well you cope with our game of Fading Figures. OK, Linda.
9, 30, 22.
9, 30, 22. That's the correct answer. Well done. Point to you. Next example will come now. Mark.
45, 7, 12.
45, 7, 12. That's right. Let's go on to the next one. Mark.
4, 23, 6.
That's correct. 4, 23, 6. Another point to you. OK, next one. 4 figures this time. Mark.
19, 4, 72, 9.
That's correct. Another point to you. Another set of 4 coming. Linda.
99, 32, 6, 26.
That's correct. Point to you. There we are. There's the calculations. OK, another set of 4. Mark.
4, 19, 48, 13.
That's correct. Point to you, Mark. Next question. Linda?
16, 29, 3, 27.
No, that's wrong. Mark, you have a chance for this.
I've forgotten them completely.
Oh, well, OK. Well, you don't get the mark either. They're the answers to that particular one. Linda, I sense you were getting the answers to pretty well every one then.
Apart from the last one.
Apart from the last one
yes.
when you stumbled on 1660.
Yes.
But you only got 2, whereas Mark was a bit quicker on the buzzer.
That's right.
So, Mark, you won with getting 4 in that round. Well done, Mark. But, Linda, that was an intriguing game to be played. I think you're unlucky to come against somebody who was, matched you for the figures and beat you by that fraction for the speed. Yes.
Yeah, but good luck, Mark, anyway.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Linda. I'm afraid you leave with nothing from us, so bye-bye, Linda. know, Mark, you look quite sort of mild-mannered, but when the competition begins, you turn into a bit of a Superman on the competing front.
I'm very, very competitive. Don't like coming second.
All right. So, as I've discussed with you, you make film sets, and included making the film set of Star Wars, but I understand you even got married to the sound of Star Wars.
Yes, when we left the registry office, we had the Throne Room March from Star Wars playing.
Is your wife happy with that as an obsession? Does she share it, or does
Well, she had a limousine, so I got to choose something as well.
OK, let's look at the money you've got in your brain bank at the moment. And there you are, you've got up to £500. We let you keep the £500, whatever happens, so that may affect your decision as to whether to go on or not, as indeed with the case that this is the final of these regular games today. So if you were to win, you get a chance at the bonus game to add even more to your money. But the other fact you have to bear in mind in taking these decisions is who you're going to be playing against. So this would be your opponent if you were to accept the challenge. There you are, Paula Wiley. She's 26 and a supermarket manager. Will you take the cheque or take the challenge?
Take the challenge, please.
You'll take the challenge. So, Paula Wiley, please, will you come and join us?
As a supermarket manager, Paula deals with numbers daily, and it was her strongest area on our test. She's also training to get her pilot's licence, but the test showed that her spatial skills were her weakest.
Paula, welcome.
Hello.
That slight worry we're talking about there, your spatial skills are the weakest. If you're going to be a pilot, I suppose you need to know where you are.
Yes.
Why have you decided to take a pilot's licence? I mean, I can see the attraction, the fun of it. Was there any particular reason you want to do it?
I've always wanted to do it since I was little.
So you obviously like a bit of competition and excitement. I know you do other sports as well, skiing, horse riding.
Yeah.
Is running a supermarket a bit dull compared to flying and skiing?
Not at all.
No. OK, well, I hope there's a little bit of excitement in playing these games. Let's find out which brain battle you'll be playing against each other. Well, this one is called Picture This, and it's a visual game, as you could guess from the title. In this game, all you have to do is to buzz in when you can identify the outline of an object that is what we call looping on the screen. And if you've got any ideas what this is now... You're looking a bit blank, but this is a teacup. There it is. Now, again, it's one of these games that some people find really easy and some people find really hard. So let's go, let's play Picture This. Well, you've timed out there, and I know what it is. It's a dummy. You know those things that some people use in their children to keep them quiet? Let's go on to the next one. Mark.
It's a pair of scissors.
It is a pair of scissors. There we are. You made the cut on that one, so well done. And let's go on to the next example. Yes.
A car.
It is a car. Well done, Paula. Let's go on with the next example. Oh, straight in there. Paula.
A washing machine.
No, I can't give you that. So, Mark.
Tumble dryer.
Tumble dryer. That would be particularly cruel to have a difference between a washing machine and a tumble dryer, to guess. In fact, it's a camera. So neither get a point there. And let's go on with the next one. Mark.
Umbrella.
It is an umbrella. There you go. All right, point to you. On we go to the next example. Yes, Paula.
Microphone.
A microphone. Spot on. I think that was a hard one to get, but you got there. Well done. Let's go on to the next one. So, Mark.
Is it a bed?
Mark, it is a bed. Paula, you got 2 right there, and 2 quite difficult ones. But Mark got 3 right, so Mark emerges as the winner. So do you think you might have got them all if you hadn't had Mark standing next to you, buzzing in quickly? Or...
No.
Didn't bode well when none of us got the first one.
Well, it wasn't a couple, but I think there are ones like that you can't get. So I'm afraid we have to send you back to the supermarket and for your flying lessons. Nothing we can give you here, though, I'm afraid, because you were beaten by Mark. Blame him and say goodbye. Bye-bye, Paula.
Thank you very much.
Right, well, you're developing quite a run there. Did you like that game?
Not at all.
No.
Absolutely dreading that game.
No. There's not much you can do to train for it or to work it out, is it? Well, let's look how that's affected your brain bank. And it's done nothing but good for it, obviously. And there it is. It's up to £750 now. The good news is you now have the chance to win a bonus of up to £1,000 by playing the Brainbox Challenge. There it is. Now, any money you win in this game is yours to keep. And this is how it works. A sequence of numbered shapes will appear on the screen. You need to recall the number and the shape correctly. There's £50 for each one you get right. But you can only start shouting out the sequence once the first two numbered shapes have flashed by. Let me show you what I mean. There are shape, circle with a 2, square with a 3. Now you have to remember the circle with a 2. Now the square with a 3. You're two behind, as it were, each case. And if you get one wrong, then the game is over. We just calculate how many you've got right. That'll be your figure. So here we go. Let's play the Brainbox Challenge.
Diamond 5, circle 2, star 1, triangle 4, square 3, star 1, diamond 5, triangle 4, diamond 5, square 3, star 1, circle 2, star 1, triangle 4, circle 2.
Well done. You got right to the end. You got all 16 right. So that's 16 times 50 makes £800. We throw in a bonus of £200, so you've got the maximum of £1,000 for that bonus game. Well done.
Thank you very much. Very nice. Thank you.
So we'll see you next time to see if you'll take the challenge in the regular part of the game. If you don't take that decision yet, got a little bit of time to think about that. Take that at the beginning of the next programme. And if you at home want to get your brain in gear, then don't forget all our games are available online at bbc.co.uk/Brainbox Challenge. We'll see you next time when we challenge our champion Mark to put his money where his mind is on Brainbox Challenge. Till then, goodbye.